For many reasons, I really love finding a hidden RPG open world game that is playable offline and online, because the player will never get the experience of this game actually. So on this video, you will find the game that not many YouTubers know, but actually it has so much potential to become the best RPG open world and semi-open world that is playable on low spec phones. Please like this video, thanks! Top 12 Best Open World Action RPG Android iOS Hidden RPG Offline and Online for low-end phone. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Level Up RPG. Level Up RPG. Seriously, this RPG is a hidden RPG offline game you should know and play it right now. It has so many cool features with a very simple battle mechanism and pretty easy to play the game. Level Up RPG is an offline open world RPG game that has so many areas we can unlock when you reach a certain level. You can unlock the highest area when you reach level 1000. That means it has such a long journey to enjoy. Actually, you can play it offline and online. There are some selection of perspective modes you can do, like playing in portrait or landscape. The combat battle of Level Up RPG is you must come closer to the enemy and click the sword icon to do a combat. We are able to use a healing skill to restore your HP. Each time you level up, you will gain 3 attributes points to strengthen your character's status. Get your own quest by asking the NPC. Craft some weapon or armor is possible to do while you are at the city, but it needs some basic material to craft it. The Maceless Story. The Maceless Story. For an offline game RPG, honestly it has the best graphic on mobile platform. There is no rival who can stand on The Maceless Story. This is the best offline open world RPG game. We will start with a very good English dialogue between the characters in a scenes, and I really love that they have a Japanese voiceover and it's pretty matching with the character at all. We will get a main quest like killing the monster, collecting some material, but remember to check on hidden treasures around to get extra items. Every time we kill the monster, we will gain gold and EXP for upgrading the character status like strength, depth, and speed. Unfortunately, we cannot change the character selections. We play by a young girl with a bow as the primary weapon, so it makes it easier to kill the enemies by a distance. Overall, I really love the color of the ambience, especially the visual of far view distance is pretty realistic and insane. The best high graphic open world game offline for Android iOS. White Wolf Way of Witcher. White Wolf Way of the Witcher. I really love to support the indie developer who are trying to develop their game on mobile platform. This game is a good offline RPG game that has a top-down view perspective. We will start in a small village and only have a few NPC around us. Feel free to talk with them to get a new quest mission or try to buy some stuff like equipment or items. This offline RPG game is no autoplay, but we'll get a yellow mark line to let us know of our next destination. In combat, we can use a basic attack and rolling to prevent the enemy's attack. Your weapon has a durability system that you need to focus on. Each time your character level up, we will gain 3 points, then try to upgrade the status by the point you have like strength, dexterity, and constitution. The best new offline RPG games for Android iOS. Hero's Quest. Hero's Quest Dark Realms of Orcs. This is an action RPG hack and slash offline game. On Play Store, it's still on early access. Unfortunately, the developer didn't update the game yet, so we can only play it on a limited chapter. In fact, the graphics are good and have a very cool battle mechanism. Like we can parry the enemy attack by our sword and can do a perfect block to prevent the enemy forces. We have health points and defense gauge that needs to be focused on because it will be decreasing little by little. Try to jump to make a distance and find a great timing to slash the enemy with our sword. We will start with a journey in a small cave and find a ferry to obtain a sword. Get the way out and save your woman's village from the orc and kill them all. I'm still waiting for this game update. In fact, it has a nice voiceover and a huge open world game that we can explore. Frontier Action. Frontier Action. Actually, it's only a demo game on fighting the Red Dragon, but the area actually has a wide open world. I'm pretty sure the developer will make an open world game, but it's not finished yet. Just look at how the ambience looks, it's pretty much like a Monster Hunter vibes, and also the realm. There is a river and forest around us and served with a beautiful sun glare. Before we enter the game, we can pick so many different types of weapons like two-handed sword, great sword, katana, sword and shield, and many more. Each of the weapon will have a different combat style. So far, this game doesn't have any storyline, it's full of action games. Dragon is the only monster we are fighting with. We can roll to avoid the enemy's attack, but it will consume energy. The dragon will have a random attack, so always be ready. The best action RPG open world game for Android iOS. Wingless Angel. Wingless Angel. Wow, such a perfect combination of shooting and anime action RPG game. It has a chapter-based game, so we are only able to move into the next chapter if we can pass the previous chapter by killing all of the enemy. But before we do that, we should summon a weapon using a free diamond given by the developer. Each weapon has a different grades of tier level, so if you are lucky enough, then you can easily wipe the enemy out at once by using a powerful weapon. The area battle has a huge semi-open world where we can explore and find the enemy location. The combat control is pretty easy to learn. We can do an auto fire or just normal fire. Do a double tap on the screen to aim the target with a sharper sight. Best hidden action anime game for Android iOS. Last Viking, God of Valhalla. Last Viking, God of Valhalla. I'm super happy the developer is really active in updating this game until now. The graphics have been enhanced and optimized perfectly for an offline game with just 100 MB size. It's pretty insane. The total size is pretty small, but we have a high graphic offline game. The game has a combination between survival and action RPG. Seriously, the open world is so wide. There is a secret room we must find out, but we should solve the puzzle to open the hidden doors. At the end, you must craft your best sword weapon and armor to expand your territory on the bandit camp, because they are all pretty strong. The combat battle is we can move the characters while moving with an intense action hack and slash game action RPG for mobile. Jurassic Spinosaurus. Jurassic Spinosaurus. You just need 62 MB to download this best offline open world game RPG. We'll come into a dinosaurs era that's full of dinosaurs everywhere. But don't get it wrong, because all of dinosaurs seems pretty cute and not scary at all, because the developer makes a chibi style design of dinosaurs, but the way of the dino screaming is pretty wild actually. Some of dinos have aggressive characters, so they will be approaching aggressively and attacking us continuously, for example a T-Rex. But some of dinos choosing to avoid us and doesn't want to fight. Actually, you can explore the open world freely, even it has a main mission, but you can play it freely and freedom. Best game offline Android RPG for mobile. Heroes Under the Mana Tree. Yggdrasil Champions or Heroes Under the Mana Tree. This game will come out as the best open world pixel art game on Android iOS right now. As we all know, the best classic pixel game was Xenonia and Inosia series, and the fans have been waiting for this kind of game for a long time. And now we have the best series that are close to those games with purely storyline based game. Yggdrasil Champions or Heroes Under the Mana Trees as an open world game that allows the player to switch the characters just like the Genshin Impact but in pixel graphic. If you are focusing on the main character design as well as the archery girls, it totally reminds us of Genshin Impact actually. I really love that it has a huge clear ambience, but I think the camera view is quite too far, and hopefully the developer allows the player to zoom in and out freely. The best action RPG hack and slash open world that is playable online on Android iOS. Clear Adventure. Clear Adventure Fantasy Island. I really hope the developer will make this game fully in English. In fact, this game only has about 30% English and the rest is Indonesian. I'm pretty sure the game will become more popular then. The battle action is pretty cool. It has a great combo by using her sword. It's pretty wild though. But I noticed it has such a repetitive mission, like in 10 minutes we are only asking the NPC and need to report and accept the quest repeatedly. It takes a long time to let the player go into another village by killing a lot of slime and skeleton and collecting the items, but I really love the developer giving a free sword and armor to start the journey, and also a bow weapon to make a long-range combat. The best action RPG game open world for Android iOS. Xenonia V. Xenonia V. It's been a while this game became the trending topic of action RPG, and now I think it's the right moment to let a new player who never played this game before and let you know how great the game was. Xenonia V is the newest sequel of a single-player adventure RPG game that is really worth playing even nowadays. The game has a character selections we really need to know and read the storyline to know where we should go then. Learning a new skill and placing the attributes point status each time your characters level up is pretty important to strengthen your character's power. We can get some material freely without using any pickaxe. When you face the boss monster, it will be really difficult to defeat them because his skill is unpredictable. Anime Adventure. Anime Adventure Offline RPG. I really will support the indie game developer to make their best action RPG game, and I would love to support them in promoting their game, but at least it has this standard with the best graphic and great movement control and sensitivity that makes the player will easily control the character while exploring the open world or while in combat battle. We can use some skills like fire element or poison elements to the enemy. In somewhere, you will find a hidden cave that allows you to get a huge reward, but it will be protected by the huge monster. Riding a mount is possible to do freely to reach a certain point faster. While you are at the village, make sure to ask the NPC to get a quest. Unfortunately, this game doesn't get any news anymore. Hopefully, another developer will make this indie game as well on Android iOS game.